Lemon face. Lion face. Ah! Lemon face. Lion face.
Are we all supposed to partake in this? I kind of want to.
Hi, and welcome to the great, the ugly, and the nerdy. I am your host.
Easy there, Link.
Nerdy Cowboy, and this is my co-host.
I'm Dan.
Some Twitter names.
What is it? DLARG91. DLARG91.
Clay 11 at Clay 11.
Phantom Sulfur 03 at A Schwartman 03.
And today we're going to be talking to you.
Yeah, that is a very difficult one.
All right, and today we're going to be talking about what's everybody in the nerd world's mind. Basically, what the top 3 movies that were announced earlier this week. So we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters universe, Tim Burton's Dumbo, and of course the new separate Star Wars from the 3 trilogies. First, we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters. Now, of course, we all know the original Ghostbusters when, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, who are the other 2 characters? I totally forget.
Ernie something?
I don't remember.
Can you not?
The one guy that passed away earlier this year, which is really sad. Sorry, we can't remember your name right now.
Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue, but whatever.
Very professional.
We'll pop it in.
Yeah, we'll
have the.
It'll be like pop-up video.
All right. And earlier this week, we found out that not only that the new universe of Ghostbusters, but
Look at that
we're going to be 4 female casts, but yet alone, they were going to create another movie further on with all male cast. Now, obviously, this is very surprising to all of us, since not even the first, or should I say sequel to the Ghostbusters, has even started in production yet. All we know is just the cast. Let's go up through the lineup. First, we got, of course, Kristen Wiig.
Boom.
From SNL.
Funny.
Or Bridesmaids.
Funny.
It's Quibs.
Boom. Funny.
Hype man over here for the news.
Leslie Jones.
I read that.
Also from SNL. She's funny. Very funny.
And Cecilia Strong, also from SNL.
She's going to be in it?
Yeah, she is. And
I thought it
also, I cannot pronounce her name. If you're watching this,
Kate McKinnon?
I'm sorry, yes.
Yeah,
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon.
And then, of course,
let's all go down a row.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon.
Jeremy McKinnon. It's
and
Lemon face.
It's there.
And last but not least, Melissa McCarthy, which, of course, she's very hilarious, and
Mike
I love much of her
Molly,
work.
Bridesmaids.
Yep.
Now,
SNL.
I think that's a perfect lineup for a female Ghostbuster
It's
cast.
going to be hilarious.
That is what I would make if it was my dream cast.
I literally shit myself when the fucking Bridesmaids, when they were talking about diarrhea and everything, and that was
because it's
hilarious.
such relatable comedy to you.
Especially
It
you,
is,
because you would be the bride running in the
pooping
middle of the street and
yeah.
going like,
No.
oh!
Yeah,
Dan,
so
at one point in his life, has been each one of them.
Yes.
yeah, so
Shitting in a sink. Puking.
that's why. Okay, so we even got those 2, and that's why I think it's gonna be funny just based off of that. It's gonna be whole movie pretty much.
Yes.
That plus
if,
2
even
more.
if it wasn't Ghostbusters, it was just them,
It
just
would
like
be
in their
hilarious.
average day life. That would be hilarious.
I agree.
With
So you guys would
Ghostbusters.
agree that the cast line is pretty solid?
It's
or
solid.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you guys would change or would like to see in the female cast? I personally would like to see Kathy Bates in this movie. Just because I think she would be
maybe
a little
Amy
bit.
Poehler somewhere. I want more SNL. They already have
Yeah.
all SNL, but I want more.
I do agree with you
Actually,
on
yeah.
Amy Poehler.
I
Of course, though, she's a
Like she could
lovely
be like
woman, and-
the chief of police.
That would be really.
That would be hilarious.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That would be funny.
Exactly. See, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
One
well, you got
government
that-
job
you got-
to the other.
Well, you got from the original Ghostbusters of Sonona Weaver being like the girlfriend slash.
Sigourney?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Who's
thought
going
it
to
was
be
like, who?
the male version of her?
Michael Cera.
No,
But he's or Fogel.
I don't know. They're
Fogel?
Gonna do that.
Fogel would be hilarious.
all right. So there's no opposition to.
It's gonna be Andy Samberg, if anything.
Actually,
yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy Samberg,
Yeah.
because Yeah.
It's Andy Samberg.
But
Or Bill-
behind, like,
or Bill
fingers crossed,
Hader.
we're always hoping for Michael Cera in any movie.
Always.
Because let's be real, him here
But
with him in this is the end. I mean, come on.
So there.
That was
How's
great.
this Coke smell?
Who is my phone?
So
It's embarrassing, guys.
obviously we're not anti-feminism in here.
Censorship.
We all do like the female cast, so there's nothing wrong with that. All right, now let's move on to what they have announced later on this week. That they're
Flipping this up.
other than the female cast in the same universe, they're gonna have an all-male cast. Now, what do you guys think about that? As we learned that Channing
Tatum.
Channing
Tatum is going to be the lead role for this. For now, at least that's all
What
the
is he
rumors.
not
say.
the lead role?
21, 22 Jump Street.
He's a pretty man.
You forgot all the other Jump Streets as well.
And he's gonna be Gambit. I mean, he's a pretty man.
Don't get me started.
He's blowing up.
You don't like that?
I don't like him as Gambit. No.
First off,
Gambit
wait a
is supposed
second.
to be-
Sidebar. He is originally from Louisiana, Channing Tatum.
Okay.
Which makes it perfect because
Okay.
I think
Can you
he
not
could,
use the table as
I think
your
he could do the
stepping
role.
stone?
Okay.
I'm just saying, just because he looks that pretty. Because Gambit is a pretty guy. The jaw structure. Have you seen Gambit? In various
I've seen
comics,
Gambit.
His jaw
But
structure.
he's always like skinny and narrow, and he's got like
Yes.
the cowl.
Who?
Gambit.
Yeah, that's why you really don't think Channing Tatum could pull that off.
Did you see what they made his face into in the movie with Mila Kunis? I didn't actually see the movie.
Which one?
Yeah, the one
Oh,
where-
Jupiter, yeah,
Jupiter
yeah.
Ascending or whatever. Did
Yeah.
you see what they made him look like?
Wait, what movie?
Very creepy.
Jupiter.
Yeah, no,
Ascending?
it was a sleeper movie.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I didn't
I
see
didn't
it.
see
I just saw the previews of him in it. He
was
looks
creepy?
very
Yeah,
creepy. in
Mila
it.
Kunis isn't from her.
It looked okay.
From Jupiter.
All right, that movie looked okay, but not enough for me.
It was
We gotta
it
get
was
back
all
to
in
the
the trailers.
Ghostbusters thing.
All right,
I totally
all right,
forgot
all
about that.
All right, so Ghostbusters. So, what do you guys think about having these two movies coming out, and yet the first female cast that was promised is not even out yet? We don't know what it could be or
This is
might end up.
This is good in my opinion because this means that one, Ghostbusters Fembusters is going to be great, and then Guy Busters is also going to be great. Then you know what? There's going to be a third one, and you know it, and it's going to be both of them together.
Well, as they announced earlier in the week, that they're going to have multi-universes, or in the same universes. They're going to be just spitting out
That's
just different...
I like that. I like that because
No.
It's a lot of ghosts.
Oh,
well, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Fender
But the thing
Geek
is,
Squad.
to me, it as a fanboy, it does not reach my fan orgasm to be like, yes, more Ghostbusters. Keep throwing me Ghostbusters.
Your nerdgasm?
Yeah, nerdgasm.
I agree.
There's
that they're
never
throwing-
enough
I think
Ghostbusters.
I don't know. Well, I understand that there's never enough Ghostbusters, but the fact that they haven't started filming the first female one, they're already throwing at us a male version of it. I don't. Know
I mean,
if
that's a little too much. I mean,
It's a lot- it's a lot at one time.
I'd say wait at least until. I would just say wait until the first one's at least done, like they did with Lord
They
of
have
the
like a
Rings
trailer
and-
or something.
Like they do
Right,
already.
No, I'm saying
no, they don't.
When they have a trailer, then throw us
Yeah,
an all
yeah,
male
yeah,
cast.
yeah, yeah.
Well, if they do it that way, they're gonna take away hype for the female cast and have it all go to the guy cast.
Oh,
That's
I
why
don't
they.
think so.
That's why they didn't want to. I forgot what they did it with, but they didn't want to take the hype away. Well, that's the opposite of what they did for Arrow. When this season of Arrow premiered, that's when they said, "Oh, well, we're gonna have a different Green Arrow in JLA movies." And that's why the actor
pissed off about
Ollie was pissed off because
Stephen Amell?
you're taking away thunder
Shout
from
out,
the show.
shout out, Al, you my boy. I wish they would have kept
Which
you in the movie.
that's probably why they wouldn't want to do it with the trailer.
I hate
But
you.
if I'm correct, it's the same team that did like 21 Jump Street and all that stuff.
Pretty much, and yeah, Dan Aykroyd, as we
We
learned
already
earlier
know that
today,
those
is the
movies-
writer.
So who's supposed to be Green Arrow in the movie?
Did
it's
well.
not Channing Tatum, is it?
Just probably. And to jump on Clay's point, I also heard this on a different radio show podcast on Tell 'em Steve Drake, credit to them, that the rumor is why they did the female lead first, or the story leaked out, is because they wanted to build up hype for
well,
the
I
male.
mean, it makes. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're just the
They're-
female one's a
they're-
stepping
they're-
stone?
yeah,
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Or like a beta test.
Because as we all know, the internet blew up about how pissed off they were about an all-female cast. Obviously, we're not. We're
See,
happy
that's the
for it.
thing. Like, I mean, those four are really.
Well,
funny.
people are looking at a classic.
That's true,
and then you're changing the classic in a
look
very
at Star
big
Wars.
way.
Look at Star Wars.
I understand
You
that. And
throw
a
in
lot of people have gotten
fucking
pissed off
cross
about
saber.
it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
It's not cross.
Whatever.
It's cross guard.
Okay, whatever. Cross guard.
Learn your
same
weapon right
thing.
there.
It's like the Coast Guard. It's there. I mean, but it's there. So
It's there, but it's there. You heard it here, folks.
I mean, I don't see why anyone should be pissed. I mean, yeah, it's a classic, but I mean, that was how many years ago?
At least more than
30 now.
80.
Yeah, 30 years.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Wow.
And of course, in today's world, you can't. There's no. There has to be a reboot. There has to be something
That's
every
true.
5 years.
Just
now.
like in-
Three Spider-Mans.
And then
and we're coming with a
Well,
new
it's
Jurassic Park now.
I'm excited about that.
Chris
Just
Pratt.
because
Pow! Can't get enough of that guy.
Jurassic
Nope,
Parks
can't.
and Recreation.
Where else? Oh, yeah, they were thinking of like Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones.
I'm fine
Right,
with
I'm
that.
okay with that.
I'm fine
okay
with
with
that.
with that.
With
Shout out
with
to Chris
reboot.
Pratt. You my boy.
I hate you. Stop doing that. Stop doing
If he
that.
watches it, he's gonna be so
It's just-
uncomfortable right now, and you're like, turn this
Chris
off.
Pratt.
You my boy. Still. Let me get the other camera just in
I hate
case.
you.
Be honest, that's my final decision. I am not completely okay with having so many Ghostbusters at one time.
Give it some
This
Yeah.
is it's like it's not. It doesn't mean that it's gonna come out like a Ghostbuster every year. This means like they have a plan of having a Ghostbuster future.
What did they do with Harry Potter? Did they do that every year?
Yeah,
They, and at the
it-
beginning, they did it every year, and then
They
they
did?
broke down to every 2 years.
But at
Which one
least
was-
with Harry Potter, they were following a storyline.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
Is
okay,
there gonna
let's
be-
create this story and then let's do a spin-off on Sirius Black. By the way, there's still rumors about out there that they are going to create a whole new series on Harry Potter based on James Potter, Harry Potter's dad.
But that is
What's
next
Harry
episode.
Potter?
But those are rumors,
You're not
people.
here.
Don't believe me. Those are just rumors. Look it up on the internet. Maybe J.K. Rowling has something on Pottermore or something.
See, I'm okay with these Ghostbusters because it doesn't mean that it's gonna be like I said, out every year. This just means that they have a future and they want to do this because there are a
Keep
lot
the
of people.
franchise going. yeah.
Exactly.
But do they
Makes
have
sense.
enough
Following-
fan base out there?
following?
Yes.
Yeah, to keep doing it.
Yes,
think
I'm
so.
answering your question right now. Yes.
I mean,
They do.
obviously, look at us. We weren't born when they came out, like the originals, and like we're still.
No, but to me,
We're still fans of it.
Ghostbusters wasn't the best movie out there.
It was
I
a
mean,
good, funny
It's
movie.
no Star Wars. It's no,
Well, you're comparing
Start-
it to like it's like
Yeah.
comparing apples to
It's a
oranges.
good sci-fi movie. And be honest,
even like a
I
sci-fi,
don't
it's a
think
comedy
you should be
movie.
jumping it out.
It's
there.
like Men in Black. I see that as a comedy. I don't see it as much as it's like
Yeah.
a I guess Men in Black is more of a sci-fi comedy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fun fact: I was the baby in the first Ghostbusters.
Well, there was a baby in the second one, and that was the most ugly baby in the world. That's a second side opinion. That was the ugliest baby in the world. I
It was no. It
yeah,
was.
it was. Hands down. I'm sorry if you're out there.
You're not gonna do a shout out to him.
Shout out to Baby from Ghostbusters too. You're on that balcony for a reason.
Wow! Wow! Why did he say that?
Why did he say that?
Let's move on to
All right, yeah.
another movie. Of course, what we learned earlier today that they already released a date for Star Wars Episode 8. And also, we found out there's going to be a separate movie, not based on the trilogy.
Spin-off.
A spin-off.
Yeah, if you will.
Called Rogue One. Obviously, we're all Star Wars fans here. Very
Is it
fanatic.
gonna be in the same like universe around?
Yes, it is.
Yes, in that same
Everything from last year on is all in the same universe. So Star Wars Rebels, that's on TV right now, that's in the same universe.
Oh, really?
Yes. Everything now is canon.
That's
Disney
good,
and
though.
Lucasfilm came out and said that everything right now is canon. Everything in the past
Like
is
the camera?
not.
Wait. What do you mean that everything in the past is not?
Like all like the spin-off stuff. Like
I thought you were
Force
talking about. I
Unleashed.
thought you were talking about the 6
Oh,
movies. I was
no.
like, what?
No,
I was like, what?
Anakin didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got his kid.
Wait, so if everything's going to be the same as you say, Star Wars Rebels is in the same universe as the trilogies,
Yes.
then how can
I've never seen Star Wars Rebels. I don't know what it is. So
It's
kind
by
of
the same
like
guys that
Clone
did
Wars,
Clone
but
Wars.
better.
So
But
it's a
there's
cartoon on
Jedi's
Cartoon
in the
Network?
episode I saw today. Like the guy's like, "How'd you escape Order 66?" And I was like,
oh, okay.
So
And then
how
I'll
can
put
that be in
Diners,
the
Drives,
same
and Dives.
universe,
Shout
but
out to
not
Guy
in
Fieri.
the same universe as before?
"I'm sorry, what?" I was shouting out to Guy Fieri. don't know if you caught that.
I caught it. I just didn't say anything.
He was just in shock.
Because
Why?
he said, why did he say Guy Fieri?
Why did they shout out to Smash Mouth?
I was saying, how can Rebels be in the same universe as the trilogies, but anything before Anakin does not exist?
No, he
Well,
was
it's
just.
the spin-offs. Like the
So Clone Wars
yeah,
didn't
all the
exist.
Clone Wars TV shows, the books and all that stuff didn't like. That's not.
You're saying every single fucking book, Star Wars book, does not count.
That can't be right. Because
No, how can Rogue One be part of the same universe, but yet not be part of the before time?
See, I can
universe?
understand Clone Wars into the cartoon and the game.
The movies are the
This
ones
is more
that are
confusing
canon.
than Marvel's universe. God
Yeah,
damn.
for real.
Rogue One is going to have that same pilot that we all saw in the trailer. I forgot what the actor's name is, but the actor that you see in the X-Wing, that is going to be the star of Rogue One, and he's also going to be in
Oh
episode
man, I was hoping
8.
for Boba Fett and Black Chewie. For you people who don't read comics, of course, in Darth Vader #2, I believe, Darth Vader hires Boba Fett and Black Chewie to go hunt down Han Solo. It's in behind the scenes, of course.
That is a recent comic, correct?
Yes, it is.
That is canon. So there's
a possibility that it might be about Boba Fett and Black Chewie.
Could be. He's got the jitters.
So that's
Watch your
weird.
foot, please. Take that. I'm seeing the laptop moving.
Yes.
So all of that is going to be continuous.
Yes.
It's completely going to be canon, really?
Yes.
Everything?
Yes. That also means
They're really
Battlefront 3
marveling.
is going to be canon.
They're really marveling.
Jesus.
This. Yeah.
Which I'm okay with that, because Battlefront 3 is supposed to come out this year.
Oh, I'm
Supposed
excited
to, but
about that.
Alright, back to the release date of episode
Nobody cares because we're not going to be focused on anything else but Star Wars.
Be honest, I'm as a Star Wars fanatic, I'm still not too crazy about Rogue One. We don't even know what 7th.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Just wait. Just obviously.
We're
going to love it anyways.
It's in
so come
capable
on.
hands. It's in J.J. Abrams' hands, who is a Star...
J.J. Abrams.
Oh,
shouting.
okay.
You're shouting.
You're starting something.
You're
Clay.
starting something
Calm
bad.
down.
Gotta be starting.
J.J. Abrams. I know to me, because Star Wars is my religion, Lucas is, of course, my Messiah, and J.J. Abrams is a prophet to me. But he did betray me when he did Star Trek. Star Trek is not a good movie. Star Trek is terrible.
That's in your opinion, because you don't like Star Trek movies.
No real Star Wars fan likes Star Trek.
You can like both.
No, you
They're
can't.
their own
You can't be
universes.
a Trekkie and a Han Solo cocksucker.
I've never been.
You just can't.
I don't want to be a cocksucker.
I've never been a Trekkie, but I mean, I did enjoy. I mean, come on. What am I going to do? Watch Star Wars like every day to
You can
fulfill
like
my
other
sci-fi
things. That's like
needs?
liking Lord of the like just because you like Star Wars, you have to hate Lord of the Rings. That's horrible. I like chicken and I like steak. I can have them both together in my burrito bowl. If I fucking like to, this is America, Soto. You can't take that from me.
When do we get to America?
I think you're talking about turducken.
That's with turkey.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can keep
Yeah.
your other white meat over there.
Alright, but the point is, we still don't know what it could be. You know, it could suck. You know, we all thought that, you know, Phantom Menace was going to be the best freaking movie ever.
Hey, it had one of the best songs
They were still
in the
good
goddamn
movies.
series. All right. Oh God.
They were still good movies, and we still loved it as
That was
a
a
kid because
great
we were that
fight.
right age. And then we get older, and then we get more cynical because we listen to everyone's outside source saying those are bad movies.
That's completely true. As a child, I thought that was a bomb.
Clone Wars, when it first came out, I loved it. As an adult, not a fan of it because it just drags on.
And I'm completely opposite. I love Clone Wars. Politics. Empire.
It was just fighting. And stupid, I can't love you, but I want to love you. I do love you. Watch me glide this fruit to you.
He can't because he's a Jedi. Jedi are not supposed to have feelings. Period. Alright? And I'm still pissed that the Prophet did not follow the tablets. The tablets say, of course, I'm referring to the books, that...
The books that are not canon.
Obviously not. That we're supposed to follow the story right after the Death Star. That there's, you know, Han Solo and wife Leia are supposed to have 2 kids, and Luke Skywalker marries some bounty hunter. I forgot what's her name. I know she's hot. That's all I know.
There's like a countdown going on for Andy's opening a can of whoop ass.
In my head.
Do you hear the beeping?
2, 1, go!
No. All I want to say is that is yeah, you can go into the whole books universe and do all that and whatever. But we're talking about a movie universe and going from there. It's the same type of thing if you want to go, and I've gone into countless hours with these two with Halo. Of going over the Halo books and everything like that, and having the video games. They have similarities, but they're not the same storyline. Because there's so many different things that I want to bash, because I love the Halo franchise. I will batch. I will bash. I will bash Reach days upon days upon days because I don't like the story in Reach. That's not how the book went, and obviously when the Fall of Reach came out, being early on,
but there's a difference
like
there though. Reach is a prequel. It's a prequel to the Halo series, so they could have done anything with that. But
they didn't follow how the book was, and the book came out when Halo 1 came out.
But the book is also half written by Lucas. And
I understand that. I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say is that there's similarities in the book, and you can follow the certain storylines, but it's not going to hit right on point it's not going to stay in the same thing.
No movie book is ever hit point by point.
Game of Thrones.
They've made alters.
No, I'm saying though is that they haven't stuck to the books. Many people have read the books and they already know what's going to happen, and certain people are going to die. Walking Dead, certain people are going to die. Daryl was supposed to die in the first season.
Daryl didn't even exist.
He didn't even exist. And you're going on. It goes. It goes on.
Did not exist.
With what the fans like, what they want to see. Oh, shut the fuck up!
Oh my god! No more shut-ups.
I have to.
Wait,
man.
no. See, the quantity of shout-outs was depleted.
What?
The bag, it's empty.
But you just go from there. You can hit your points and you can stay on target with
I knew you guys. I was like, why?
But you can stay on target for it, but it's not going to hit it 100%.
Well, okay. What I've said to you
Now we're
about
raising hands and shit.
Yeah,
well, it's because I've been sitting on this and I forget things.
I had to go on, or else I was.
Yeah, no, I know. What I've told to you about Halo, about the book universe in the game universe, is that you expect a lot of things to happen in the game universe that happen in the book universe. Ultimately, those fans, there are some fans that only read Halo books and not play the games because they are their own good saga.
Yeah, but I'm saying is there's still characters in the books.
Yes, there's still things
already
that
happen in the books that are happening now in the games, and they're
the movies will never happen entirely and have all those twists and turns that the books have. They will never happen because it needs to be not dumbed down, but it needs to be simplified, watered down for a wider audience so they can make more money. If you want your Star Wars movies, that'll probably never happen because you, compared to the rest of the Star Wars fans, they're gonna start marketing stuff to these fans.
But the Star Wars fans should want what actually happens, like what is very plausible, what it should be.
And J.J. Abrams knows this. He understands. He is a Star Wars fan. He did great. If you look at the box office numbers, he did great with Star Trek.
But that's the thing.
And he is doing this with Star Wars, and he didn't know anything about Star Trek. He was not a Star Trek fan. He got ridiculed by a lot of his friends and family for even doing the Star Trek movie.
But that's the thing. They're marketing more Star Wars fans. I get it. It's more money. It's going to bring a better crowd. You got merchandise. You got advertisement. You got everything. But the thing is, the first Star Wars, number 4, in the beginning, as my boss even pointed this out, reference back a magazine that happened in '77, that Lucas created that film for him and his friends. It wasn't about anybody. It was just about telling a story for him and his friends. Times have
changed because the first budget of Star Wars was a low budget.
If you're a true fan, they would co-follow what Lucas' vision.
He is, and he also has a lot of financial backers that he also has to support too and give them their cut back. Because Star Wars is going to be a very big budget movie. And somebody's going to have to pay for it. He's not going to just open up a shoebox and say, okay, here's $17, guys. What do you want to do?
fucks me up.
It does that.
And welcome back to The Great, the Ugly, and the Nerdy. Last time where we left off, we were talking about J.J. Abrams and, of course, Rogue One, or the Star Wars series. And we're just going to continue on from our discussion after that little short intermission.
It's in good hands.
Did anyone get any popcorn? I didn't get any popcorn.
Let's all go to the lobby. Okay. Well,
My nipples look like milk duds.
Alright. So, anyhow! Yes. So, I mean, what's the verdict? Do you guys agree on going Rogue One and, fucking Mickey Mouse behind J.J. Abrams? No, you can't.
Mickey Mouse has nothing about to do with it.
You know what he's talking about.
Disney also makes Marvel movies.
That's what I was just
The
about to
Marvel
bring
movies
up.
have been great.
But again, Marvel is just throwing out movies. Well,
And I love it.
And I
I'm
can't really
loving
say
every
anything
second.
about it because I'm actually
Yeah.
excited. I'm
And they're
excited for
throwing
fucking Black
movies.
Panther.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Deadpool.
So you're complaining about nothing.
Yeah, man, you can't really complain.
You're like
about
one of those
it.
elitist Star Wars fans. That's all point.
No,
I
I still don't like the idea that they're just gonna be popping out movies. Let's give it a chance.
It's always just in. It's in their head. It looks good to fucking shareholders
I don't know.
because. I'm sorry.
If
Again.
the lady on 19 kids and counting can't be continuously popping out kids, why can't we pop out movies?
Yeah,
Alright.
so-
I want a Star Wars every 9
I mean,
months,
it's not like
goddammit.
it's degrading.
No, that's a
not like
bad
it's-
idea. No Star Wars
No,
every
no.
month.
Every,
No, every
Every 9
months.
months.
9 months.
Every 9
Come on.
months.
I mean, the quality isn't degrading, which is
No,
when it starts to degrade, then we could take a step back and
Yeah.
say we don't need to have one every so often. Guardians was great, Avengers was great, Avengers 2 is going to be great, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man.
He started here, didn't he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just kept going.
Still,
Deadpool.
to be honest, I think
Deadpool is going to be great.
All right, we can all.
If it's
Just side note, we can all agree Deadpool is going to be the best movie of all time.
if
It's
R,
not.
Ryan
It's not
Reynolds.
going to live up to the hype because if
it's
it's
R,
rated R,
so-
it's not going to be like up to Deadpool standard.
no, again,
You
you're
mean
saying
if it is
isn't
so-
rated R.
Yes, because you
That it's
said
not
that.
gonna be up to.
If it is rated R, though,
It's going to be good.
You can still do it, and
It's-
Deadpool, the actual comic, is rated T. They don't actually say fuck. I think they go up to shit.
but it's the gore.
You can still kill
Yeah.
somebody though.
Well, what they do in that
having
little
a lot of-
short, they didn't have any blood.
They
But
just had
still,
him
I
holding
just-
a head.
Okay, look at it this way: Hulk versus Wolverine. If you guys ever seen the
Yeah.
animated cartoon, there was no blood and gore in that.
But then again, it's
See, I don't like
cartoon.
that because it's also a cartoon.
Yeah, but
he has
Deadpool
plots.
was a
How could there
great
not be
character
blood?
in that series. I loved it.
Okay.
When I read comics,
We are all in agreement.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah, I don't.
Deadpool gonna be good.
But he just said that if it's
No,
not
he's-
rated R, it's not going to live up to the hype. Well, no, it is going to live up to the hype.
I actually, yeah.
if it's
I think-
PG-13.
I mean,
Yes,
why
it's
not?
still
You
going to
mean-
go there. Now, of course, we're not going to see Deadpool molesting women when they're falling asleep, which is fucking hilarious, in my case. The way it's told. The way it's told, not
Okay.
actually doing it.
Okay, all right.
Okay. I believe you had another topic, so...
Well, no, okay. Well, this is my question for this about how obviously Deadpool the game was mature.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
And
good.
It was great, but can
It's
they
funny.
make that into PG-13 and still being at like the? I guess.
What
like
now?
the game
What
of
was
comics?
what was the worst thing in the Deadpool game?
Blood and gore. That's
Was
about
that
yeah.
really it?
Yeah, really.
Then I think that they could do it because you just tone that down a tiny bit and.
Because I don't think he
it'll
really
be fine.
swore.
He didn't. I don't.
mean, he
I
had
don't
his
remember
little,
him saying
we are
fuck a lot.
Censor bars where you had to extend it to make.
See,
his
that's
dick
what I'm
look
saying.
bigger,
That's
which is
hilarious.
hilarious,
That would
yeah.
be funny because
Okay.
you don't see
Is
it.
J.J. Abrams directing that one too? Because I thought that's what we were talking
I
about.
I was
yeah,
kind of
we were-
hoping as well that Channing Tatum was going to be in it as well because he's in.
Well, now Channing Tatum's going to be in
Okay.
the Star Wars universe.
I thought...
Fingers crossed.
Oh,
All right. Well, next thing you know, Marvel and Disney is going to be like, well, you know what? Let's just put Star Wars and all the Disney characters and all the X-Men and all. Well, even though
Never.
X-Men's not part of
Never. It's owned by Fox.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Well, let's throw in Black Panther. Let's
They
just
wouldn't-
put Black Panther.
They know
in frickin'
what
Star
the
Wars.
fans are afraid of, and they're not going to go down that line.
What are we afraid of?
We're afraid
wasn't
of
paying attention. That's the
of
last
Mickey
thing I
Mouse
heard.
being in Star Wars, which is never going to happen.
No, I'm afraid of that they're not sticking to the nerds. They're hitting a different audience, and they're just thinking about money. They're not thinking about us. Money. Screw the money.
Well, that could happen, but I mean, I really don't think it will.
They're looking at what people want as a majority. Fans and non-fans alike. This episode 7 is supposed to bring a new generation. We haven't had a new Star Wars in 9 years.
So
this is bringing a whole new in 9 years.
So we should bring.
We're gonna have a
So
whole.
we should bring a new Casablanca.
We're bringing a
We
new
should bring
generation.
a new. What's another
they
classic? Breakfast at Tiffany's.
They rebooted Psycho, and the reboot of Psycho was still good.
Casablanca's White House, by the way.
Okay, Psycho, but that was made in the
We're
in
gonna-
an
we're
era where movies were actually good.
So
Oh, well, movies
in
are still
between
good these
then,
days, but not
movies
every
haven't been
movie's
good.
good.
Ever since Alfred Hitchcock, movies just been down. That whole Star Wars franchise, that was shit.
All right, so I
It's
guess
in
we're-
capable hands.
Okay, we all agree.
And we will also see when it comes out December, what is it, 17th?
18th or something. I don't know. Whatever.
So it
Okay.
doesn't
All
matter.
right. We all in agreement that it's gonna be good, and we're gonna watch it. Next topic.
Exactly.
Dumbo.
All right,
And you
And
just
of
gave
course-
it away. Spoiler fucking alerts.
Spoiler alert.
This whole thing is spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Reminder to ourselves: we should add a spoiler alert to the
That
very beginning.
I was.
This whole show is spoiler alerts.
If anything, we'll just do that now and we'll just cut back.
Well, technically not really. Well, it is.
All right. So next topic, and of course, this
Shout
should
out
be
to
our
spoiler
ending
alert.
conversation. Earlier this week, we learned about that Disney announced that they're going to remake Dumbo, and the director is going to be Tim Burton.
Shout out to Tim Burton.
Shout out to Tim Burton. Which camera? Which is that's
This
the
one.
shout out camera.
Shout out
No,
Cancer.
both of them now.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, Tim Beasy.
To Dave.
So Dumbo, it's live action.
Shout out to Dumbo.
Live action. It's probably going to be
I was gonna
CGI.
say-
Tim Burton with a talking elephant? That's terrifying.
Dumbo's not supposed to talk. He's the only
Wait.
character that doesn't talk.
Did he say live action or
Yeah, no,
or
it
gonna
is
be like
live action.
claymation?
No, live
So
action.
okay.
Why
How
do
did
you
I have-
wanted to say Clay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a lot. Fucking Night Before Christmas was claymation.
Yeah, but I mean, why would they do Dumbo like that?
Why not?
When it's kind of, well, it's already.
How are you gonna have a half-a-ton elephant flying?
In claymation.
All right,
Yeah,
and, in the original Dumbo, you had all that scene with the clowns.
Yeah.
Tim Burton plus clowns. You're gonna terrify children.
I'm
You
gonna.
are spitting on me.
I'm gonna be real with you. You're shouting and it's terrifying.
No, it's good. It's
Two.
passionate. Just don't
I know that
spit on me,
Dumbo's a
please.
flying elephant. That's about it.
Something
That is about
something
it.
about people were drunk. That's all I remember. With the clown people drunk and throwing shit at them.
Yeah.
He's the Dumbo expert.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Is
no,
that it? I remember
yeah,
that. And I felt very
they-
sad. I
after
felt
they-
connected with Dumbo.
After they
for some
did the
reason.
big show, they got drunk, and then
He was in a cage, right?
This is a Disney
no,
movie. that
and
they
then the
got
little
drunk.
mouse and Dumbo, they went off and they drank the water on accident. Then they got drunk, and then Dumbo had that weird dream where it was very acid-like.
Yeah, see, I don't.
Yeah,
kinda
it
want
was
nature
really
again.
weird. It was really messed up. It just whoa. Just my childhood was
Just
like
whoa.
whoa. What the
Whoa.
hell's going
Well,
on?
Disney's doing all of their films live action now. So
I
that's
still
fine.
didn't realize about Cinderella until like last week when I was
All
like,
right,
oh,
okay,
I had no idea.
Oh, hold on.
I-
Imagine Tim Burton with the dream of Dumbo, or when Dumbo's dream.
Oh, that's gonna be terrifying.
It's gonna be terrifying.
What would be more terrifying is if Tim Burton does Pinocchio.
No. Well, be
God.
terrifying and probably really bad because, as we all know, Dumbo had that one scene with the crows and it's very racist.
Yeah.
How's Tim Burton gonna do that? It's
Obviously
gonna be
not racist.
What?
It's gonna be
and not as racist.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be doves, white
Yeah.
doves.
Maybe it's racist to do all white doves.
I don't know.
So we pepper some black crows in there, I guess.
I guess.
So back to Rob Stark.
Oh, on the side note, I did see Cinderella today. Be honest, I liked it. It stuck to the original. Of course, no musical. Thank God. I hate musicals.
It's the whole point of having it all live action.
You can still have live action. It can be a
Like,
musical.
What's Her Face on the Huntsman? That wasn't a musical at all.
But that was
Oh.
completely not like really.
Yes, that wasn't Disney.
That was
What
not-
was it? Was it Snow White?
No,
Yeah,
yeah, Snow White and the Huntsman.
It wasn't.
And now it's gonna be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or something like that.
Yeah, but the actual going off of like our childhood like cartoon.
Yeah.
Not.
I liked it because it was more
Not-
badass and it was also
Thor was in there, right?
It's
Yeah.
Thor
Yeah,
and
no,
Bella.
It's not
But-
Bella, fake Bella, and
Her acting
run
was
around the
better.
forest. It was.
No, I didn't think so.
She didn't have to do
She doesn't have
anything
any good
different.
acting.
She didn't have to do anything
Shut
different.
Her
Kate
mouth is
Stewart.
always open.
No, you can take that one. I don't
Shout
want
out to
that
Kate.
one.
Taking
I'm
that
not
one.
touching that
Shout
one.
out to Kate Stewart.
But anyways, Cinderella, I loved it. I mean,
So it's worth it?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's worth to go see in the theaters.
Are they gonna do live action?
So, like, illegally download,
if
or-
you're not into Disney
Don't
princess,
promote that.
Shout out to Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay, baby.
I wouldn't say don't go see it in the theaters. Wait till it's DVD. It's DVD worthy. I liked it because it actually stuck to the story, even though I kind of knew what it was gonna happen.
Right.
But I still had that.
Was there any
anticipation.
differences? Any differences?
They gave a little more backstory to it in the
Well, of
beginning.
course.
Okay,
It's
that's
a longer
good,
movie
yeah.
this time
Yeah.
too.
Of course, no musicals. The only anticipation I had is I'm like,
I'm sorry. What was that word again?
shut up. I'm sorry. The words already.
Anticipation.
Sotoism. Anticipation.
The only thing I was like, oh man, are they gonna fuck up this movie? Are they gonna do some completely, twisted shit at the end? But no, it actually stuck to the story.
Well, they're remaking
I
all
hate
of it.
to say
It's not
this
like
because
it's like,
I'm
come
a
on,
man, but it's actually a very romantic movie. Like it like all those things that Disney did, with like Maleficent or whatever.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Yeah, Maleficent. Frozen.
Maleficent.
Or Frozen. You know how they were saying like, oh, true love doesn't have to come from a guy.
Yeah.
It comes from within.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta love yourself before you love dick.
Cinderella, kind of different, a little bit different. They still send the same message.
So it wasn't like the damsel in distress type thing, like
Yeah, it wasn't really damsel in distress. It's more like, okay, you can still love yourself, be true to yourself, but you can also find true love with an actual person.
The right man and the right
Shout out
place.
to True Love.
Or a mannequin.
But anyway,
some type of toy.
Oh my god.
but anyway,
Shout out to
Tim
Man
Burton
Around
doing Dumbo.
the toys. Yes. Dumbo. Dumbo.
Yeah, I'm
Dumbo, it's live action.
Live action Dumbo. Tim Burton.
I don't
Burton.
want it to happen. Disney should just let it be. I mean, that's Disney's very first animated movie. They should just.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is.
This first year, folks. Dumbo. First
that
Disney
is,
movie.
Wow.
That's a true movie made by
Facts.
Walt Disney, and that's their very first movie. That I think they should just leave it as it is.
And Tim Burton's doing it.
Yeah,
Just
Tim Burton's doing it.
fucking
I mean, he made Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, that was okay for maybe.
That was good.
It was good,
It
but
was a sequel.
it wasn't a sequel. How
Yes, it was.
No,
Because all of them knew that she came there first.
no. That see, you're getting your information wrong because Alice in Wonderland.
Boy.
When Disney,
I'm sorry, I didn't see
when
the Disney badge on you. I'm sorry.
When Disney
Disney
did
bullies, baby.
oh my god. When Disney did the cartoon, they stuck to the story. It's about a story who a girl who falls asleep
Yeah.
and random events happen to her. That's all it is. Now Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland is an actual story. It's not they wanted to go tell an actual story. They didn't just want random events happening here and there.
Well, it wasn't all random events because they all knew her before. And
No, that's the story though. That was part of the story that she was there before.
when she was a little girl. And her dad was
Yes,
telling her
but
story.
it has nothing to do with the
That
cartoon.
makes sense now.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
the fucking cat.
the actual book,
I'm sorry.
look,
I'm sorry. I
through
didn't,
the
I
looking
didn't see the
glass,
Mickey
that's
Mouse
how it's
badge. I'm
told.
sorry.
It's just random events.
Yes.
I'm gonna make him one of those.
Mickey Mouse page.
Yeah.
It's gonna be right next to the Star Wars page.
Yeah.
They just never
Yeah.
can touch. If it folds over, he rips it off. Fuck you.
And then I don't know about you guys, but Dumbo was very sentimental to me, especially with that scene where he's taken away from his mother.
I cried as a child.
Yeah.
I remember that. I do remember that.
If
I
they ever
cried.
do Fox and the Hound, I will cry.
Oh, I will cry.
I will
Yeah.
cry.
Yes.
Don't know why they made that movie. It's not a kids movie. It's
No.
just like, hey, are you
Well,
dealing
Bambi.
with
You remember Bambi?
Bambi's fine, just because I grew up in a hunting household.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I
Damn,
shit
we're meant to
happens.
be eaten.
I don't.
venison.
That
Fox and the Hound, I will.
Yeah.
I will
Or maybe
be
they-
there. I will be in there like Marley and me and crying.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
they should cross Fox and the Hound with Bambi, because Hound is in Hound.
Just call it
dog, so- Yeah,
Explain this to your kids. horrible.
My point, they shouldn't do Dumbo. I think it's going to be really freaking scary in the end. Nightmares are just going to happen all over the place.
We will see. Tim Burton kind of knows what he's doing when he's making kids movies.
Johnny Depp's going to be the freaking mouse.
I do think, however, that we are it for time. So let's go through a quick synopsis.
That was
He had 6 minutes.
6
We're at
minutes left.
15.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
at 15.
So we can go a couple more.
Five
We'll
more
go-
minutes?
We'll go. I mean, yeah.
You started that one beforehand, though.
Yeah, so.
No, this one started first.
How much is that? It's still
3
recording,
minutes,
right?
28 seconds.
Okay.
Left?
No, we can cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so fuck it. Whatever.
Let's do reboots
Do a
or not
closing-
reboots. Are we
Closing
things.
Yeah, like what?
Wait a second, real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
We'll go into synopsis. So the first thing we touched on was
Female Ghostbusters, and male
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters with Channing Tatum.
we're-
Suck my ass.
Ghostbusters universe, and then we touched up on Star Wars.
Fembusters. We are all on board for that. We like that idea. Guy Ghostbusters.
So that's-
we're kind of just like they're rushing it too much.
Okay, so that's the great, the female ones. That's the great.
Yes.
The guys is the what was the second one? Was it
the ugly.
The ugly.
Well, I thought we
It's
had
ugly.
don't need to
I think the
topic.
theory.
We don't need to point it out.
But I like that. That's the whole
no,
point.
no,
We need to know.
no.
It's just.
I guess the ugly is Star Wars because we talked most about that.
Yeah.
And the bad is just
No,
Dumbo.
no. The
Dumbo's not bad, so it's just good.
No,
We're all
the nerdy
good.
was Star
Oh,
Wars.
nerdy.
The bad was Dumbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so thank you for
Dummy.
watching the great, the ugly, and the nerdy. As always, I'm your host at Nerdy Cowboy.
Shout out to Dan
91.
Margosa. Shout
Right
out
here.
At Clay Hill Evan.
at A Schwartman 03. I won't spell it out.
SCH.
He's
Yeah! Shout out to Dave Wick.
Dave Wick in the
The
back.
man behind the
TMA.
camera.
See?
The man behind the camera gets more poon than all of us.
All right, so don't forget, ladies and gents, to tickle that subscribe button. Please please write down on the comments below what you like, what
What
you
topics
didn't like.
you want to hear about?
Yes.
If you have any more information on Inside League, so we can do another discussion on this, please let it down in the comments. Again,
down.
you are watching SOL TV. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Signing off.
Shout outs.